What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today is indeed a good day. It is day 28 of my free login reward all hero event. And as you can see, this has this special symbol. We got a few nice heroes. Up until now we got Igor, Carolina and Vala, all of which pretty nice. Carolina actually one of the heroes I like the most. Vala one of the heroes I like the most. Igor, I mean, he is good, so I don't complain. And this one has a special symbol. The other ones were like this, but this one has a special symbol. I was told it's a guaranteed celestial or Hypogean hero. Sounds a bit insane to me, so I'm not very convinced, but if it's the case, then I'm all the more happy. And of course, there are still a few celestial and Hypogean heroes that we need. Diurnal, Barri, those would be on the list. I would take a Rainier copy. I mean, that would bring us basically to one copy more that we would need for Paragon, so that would be pretty crazy. Scalita we don't really need, but really for everything else I'm pretty open. So I would say we just open it, let's see what we get. And personally I'm hoping for Diurnal, I think. Burial would also be cool. I don't know, let's see. And that is Burial indeed. Burial is something we can try. We see the animation, that is cool. Let's see that. I personally liked him in the story. Towards the end of the story, you get to know him, and indeed, he is quite fancy there. And I thought it was very well animated and pretty cool to watch in there. One thing I want to try is definitely Burial, and Burial apparently summons clones. I haven't read his skill card yet, but apparently he can summon clones. I don't know how this works exactly. Burial flies beneath the enemy, hiding in the shadows, dealing damage, absorbing, lasting up to 5 seconds. Then he jumps out from the shadow. There is nothing with clones in there. Becomes invincible or hidden. If there are isolated enemies on the battlefield, Burial will move to each isolated target and join. A bit of an assassin. Bit of an assassin here. Interesting. Hides in the shadow for 10 seconds after being defeated, however, during which if a non-summoned enemy is taken down, he will revive. Very interesting. But apparently, yeah, Mythic Plus is where you get the clones. So we can't really test that. That is quite sad. I want to test the clones together with Florabelle, but you need Mythic Plus for that. Oh, that is quite sad. That would have been fun to test, but okay. In the meantime, though, we do have some other summons that we can do. I actually got a few Oreo recruitments that we can do. I think we can just do 30. And I also have 5 Stargaze crystals I got. So and epic recruitment. So let's just do them and let's see if we can get something fancy. That is also always good. I'm not really aiming for recruitments at the moment anymore. I was thinking about this because, well, I mean, we kind of still could go for Florabelle. That is actually the absolute premium list. We got Arden in here, we got Damien, we got Merrily, insane actually. That is really, really nice that we got her. And I don't really go for recruitments anymore. I don't really care too much about Paragon. I thought it would be better, but really, in the end, it does not really matter too much. And I rather turn my spending more towards Temporal Essence, I should say. Temporal Essence, upgrading weapons, I think is way more important than going for Paragon, even though my wish lists are a bit more targeted now on the important heroes. As you can see, Odie, Merrily are all in there. So I don't really think it's too important to get Paragon. On the other hand, if you have Temporal Essence and buy those from the packs, that can be very important and can be quite good. And you can really get a whole lot of stat buffs with the Temporal Essence itself. That is a bit unfortunate that we got this summon, but it's also kind of fancy, because what we can do now is do a single summon, and that is actually guaranteed to be an S tier. So that is kind of fancy. I never have done that. Single summon S tier. Think I didn't see that yet. Okay, that's pretty cool. Merrily, 5 copies, we take that. And add that to our list because we need, I think, 40 more. So yeah. I will probably go more for Temporal Essence. It's not quite that fancy though. As a content creator, bit of a problem. Temporal Essence you spend and then you have like 5 levels more on your weapon, which is great for damage. But really, if you do Stargaze summon, that is probably even better for views, I guess. So I reconsidered that a little bit. Like on Rainier, I wanted to go for Paragon, but I don't really feel it. I'm not sure. Didn't want to do Burial first. I'll be honest, I didn't really want to do Burial first. Wanted to go for Diurnal, and I think we might still do that. I think we might just go for Diurnal. I think his skill set is a bit more interesting, or a bit more important, we should say, early on. We have 5 single pulls. Let's see if we can get one. I never got anything from single pulls. Even though it's the same probability, really, I've never been lucky on those. I don't know. And it stays true. It stays true. It's still the same. So, still no luck on those single pulls. Maybe let's do my... Oh wait, I have a way better attack. Let's do Battle Drills. Battle Drills, we have the boss now, and I haven't attacked it yet. I think we should. And I saw that Enforcer did 354 million on it. I think we have to defend our high score. Well, set up a high score here and see if we can't beat that. So, what do we really want on this boss? I probably want to go with a bit of a true damage team. So I want to go with Corrin. Then we're going to go with Mary Lee. Maybe use the 4% attack buff here, so we have that. We could go for a debuff like this. And then, what else do we add? We could add her, even though we don't really have magic damage here. Just going to put her like this. I think that can work. Let's see, we have a very nice 4-piece buff there, faction buff. Let's see if this can actually beat the boss here. I don't know if we need the heal though. I mean, we have Corrin, which is a bit of shield, I guess. Not really heal, but shield. The direction this is taking though, I think it is very good. By the way, for the future in terms of content, we are going to do another live stream like the last time for Florabelle. Directly at release for the new hero, going to summon it, upgrade it to Supreme Plus, maybe do some summons on another account. We'll see how that works out. Just do a big summoning live stream. I'm pretty in favor of this. And beyond that, I also want to start doing some hero reviews. Just checking out the hero, reviewing the hero in depth, showing some of the abilities, explaining why it's important, that kind of stuff. And for the first episode of this, I thought we'll do Rainier, because I think there's just the biggest confusion about this hero. Like, most people are not really sure what he does and when he does it. Pretty good damage there. And I think we could clear that up. That is, by the way, very, very interesting. That is very, very interesting. This guy has a weapon. So I think we could clear some stuff up and maybe make that fairly interesting to watch. But I would care for you guys' opinion. What do you want to see? So maybe which kind of hero do you want to see? Which hero do you care the most of? And then we could review it and maybe do some content. And I would prioritize it a bit. Eventually, I want to do reviews on most of the important heroes, or all of the important heroes, I should say. But we could, of course, prioritize some where you guys say, okay, this is like one that I think is very important. And of course, I mean, it's a little bit of time that we have now. I told you guys that I expect the new season to arrive as soon as the time on Florabelle ends, which it would be on the 9th of May. On the reset there, going to the 10th. So that is about the time frame that I expect. I have no info on that, no actual info, so can't really say. But that is about my time frame that I set myself. So in the meantime, we of course want to do some content, and there I think the reviews would be quite nice. I want to try some PvP teams as well, so I think there the focus will be, and then I want to improve my ranking in the guild a little bit. So we are going to do some guild modes that I didn't do too much. I think I want to do a bit of Honor Duel, though I'm not sure how I would design a video around that. That is still pretty unclear. Still more damage, by the way. Fairly interesting. So we did some good damage there. Maybe I'll attack later again. That is another thing. So yeah, that is something that I want to do, and I want to also go for some Arcane Labyrinth, because that is also quite important. Do the remaining attacks, I will do those later. And we can do my attack on the Alpha Bear. So that is also something. By the way, I also really want to know, what do you guys do with the red essence, the Twilight essence? Because it is so rare. And I thought about this a long time, because we have it in here, obviously. But, where is it? Ranking. It is 10 if you are in the top 20. And the thing that I noticed is, I thought about just using the stuff that I have on Merrily. But I got 100 from Champion. And I get 10 here. The upgrade costs 25. We just have 2 world boss. We don't even know if they repeat. It's just a 0.5% upgrade. And you can't even regress it. So it kind of feels very bad. So what did you guys do with your Twilight Essence? Did you already use it on a hero? Are you saving it up? I'm really wondering about that. Because I personally am not really sure what to do. By the way, on this one, I saw that a lot. I saw a lot of posts of people that just straight up died here. Make sure you teleport that Coco to the boss. This boss has an ability that if no hero is within 1 tile, he is going to do a massive AoE attack and is going to do a ton of damage. We can by the way, let's just show you guys the mistake so that you can see this, because this Merrily will of course jump away. For the second we are safe. But once she jumps away, which is now, we are going to get hit by a massive AoE, because this Corrin has a range of 2, not 1. So he's not standing within the 1 tile range. 1 second, and there it is. This huge slam. Did you see that? That is the massive AoE attack that I was talking about. And he doesn't do that if there is a hero within the 1 tile range. So that is a mistake I saw quite a lot. And this will of course cost you a massive amount of points, because otherwise you could have Coco there, you wouldn't get hit by those massive attacks, and then my Merrily wouldn't be, yeah, well, nearly on 0 HP already. Though in this case, we're dealing damage fairly fast, but now we're dead, so yeah, really not that good. You really want to avoid that big slam, and it's fairly easy to do as well. So, yeah. Let's do my next attack, and let's avoid the slam so you guys see that it really doesn't happen if we do it correctly. So now, Coco will be teleported, and you will see Coco is now in the 1 tile range and just stays there. And you won't see the slam until Coco really dies towards the end of the boss fight. So yeah, those were a few things that I was concerned about. I obviously want to do some great content. We are going to do, I think, a few more live streams also. When the new season starts, when we get some new story, we are going to do a bit more. And I kind of also expect them to give us some major gameplay enhancement. Some people already talked about this, and there were different opinions on this matter, really. Because I said, well, the tower felt a little bit short, the legend trials felt a bit short. And there were some opinions that said, yeah, you already spent a lot. I'm like, okay, yeah, I spent a lot. But really, I mean, the game is geared a bit towards spenders. So makes sense that I should have content, and some other people, of course, too. But I think also free-to-plays are closing in on the clear there, which is quite impressive, I have to say. And I think we are going to see pretty wide gameplay enhancement, and I want to stream that. I want to make a ton of content on that. So I think May will be also pretty content intensive, a bit like April was. And maybe we will continue maybe to do 2 videos a day. Maybe not on every single day, because it's quite stressful. I have a normal job as well, so making 2 videos a day is actually kind of crazy. But I did it now through most of April, so that worked out. And maybe if there is a ton of new content, then I will do so in April as well. So yeah, last hit here, no good one, I'm afraid, but that doesn't really matter too much as long as my score remains. I think we did a pretty decent score. I think, yeah, we have still place 3, which I definitely can't complain about. That was a pretty high roll that we got there. We can check out the ranking. Yeah, 21.2, pretty good high roll. Then again, the low roll that we just had was 20.7, so it's not really too much higher. And the highest one is obviously crazy with endgame there on 22.338. Crazy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Let me know which hero you want to see in the review. As I said, I'm pretty soon going to do one on Rainier. And also just surpass the 30 million, I just see. And if there is anything else you want me to show, then make sure to let me know. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.